All right, so it's been about a week since my last video. I ordered the air ride parts, and in the meantime, I was just kind of placing some of the driveline components to get an idea of where things were going to sit. I also fabricated a transmission mount for this Corvette transmission, which I'll talk about in another video, but right now, unboxed the air ride parts that I got from Airslamit out in Arizona. I went online and I looked for a specific B-body kit. That way I know everything fits, and Airslamit had everything I need. I've ordered some stuff from them before and I was happy with the quality of their products, but this stuff here is really nice. I actually wasn't expecting this stuff to be as nice as it is, to be honest, for what I paid. But I got some airbags. These are the rears that are going to go in. They are Airlift, and they're D26s. I called Airslamit and I had them substitute these larger bags for the rear because of just, this is a custom build, and if I can get a little bit more lift, I'll see if I can make them work. But the original kit comes with all 7-inch bags, the D25s. You can choose between 3 types of bags. I kind of went in the middle here, brand-wise, for Airlift. They get really good reviews. I've never used them before, but they look really nice. And the difference here between the two, the front bags and the rear bags, is the D25s, the front ones, the 7-inch bags, they compress at the same height at, I would say, approximately 3 inches. But they lift to about 10.5 inches. That's the smaller bag here that goes in the front. And the D26s, which is an 8-inch bag, that'll lift about 12.5 inches, I think the spec was. So that gives me another 2 inches of lift for the back, which all of it's going to help, I think, with this. And it's got the same compressed height of around 3 inches. I think it's like 2.8 inches on the 8-inch bag. But again, really nice kit. Comes with all the fittings, some thread locker, the cutter for the airlines, some 3/8 airline, really nice brackets and plates, thick, nice welds. So I'm going to try to get this stuff in today and see if we can get the frame moving on Shop Air. Got the bags all in. Pretty happy with the install. Pretty straightforward. Here's the fronts. You can see I had to clearance some of the frame there. Got plenty of room. Might even be able to fit a larger bag, but these are working pretty good for now, giving me plenty of adjustability. As far as the back goes, the larger bag worked out really well. Got a lot of clearance with these two. The only thing I may change is you can see the angle of the bag here is off just a little bit relative to where the bottom mount is. So that was most likely because the factory spring, you can see, is a little offset. So probably fine for this kit on a regular car, but since this is a custom build, I think I'm gonna move the lower mount forward just a little bit to get that parallel. What's happening is when the frame is aired out, I'm not getting the full compression of the bag because of the way it's angled. So that's going to be the end of this episode. I originally planned for the next episode to start getting the body situated, but I think what I want to do instead is get the motor mount built and the trans mount built and get some weight in the chassis. That way I can set my ground clearance on the oil pan and transmission pan while the suspension's at its lowest point, and not have to worry about any ground clearance issues when the car is laid out. Also got to keep in mind, I got to get the motor mount back about 25 inches from its original spot, and also low enough that the nose is going to fit on without contacting the top of the motor or the intake manifold.